Welcome back, students. We are discussing the experiments conducted to prove DNA as genetic material. Okay, and in the last class we found that Avery, McLeod and McCarthy they proved DNA as the hereditary material, right? But not all biologists were convinced. Okay, so the most convincing proof that DNA is the genetic material of organism came from the experiment conducted by Hershey and Chase in 1952. Okay, in 1952, Hershey and Chase conducted experiment which gave the most convincing proof that DNA is the genetic material of organism. Okay, so Hershey and Chase they conducted experiment on bacteriophage. Bacteriophage. Now you have to know what is bacteriophage. Okay, so bacteriophage it is a virus. Bacteriophage is a virus that infects bacteria. For the purpose of multiplication. For the purpose of multiplication or reproduction. Do you get it? Bacteriophage is one kind of virus that infects bacteria for the purpose of its multiplication. Okay, so bacteriophage is also known as phage virus. And Hershey and Chase conducted their experiment on bacteriophage. Now see the structure of a bacteriophage. The bacteriophage consists of a head portion, head, and a tail region. Okay, the bacteriophage consists of a head and a tail region, both of which are made up of protein coat. Okay, both these head and tail regions are formed of protein, right? The head region encloses the viral DNA. Clear? Now, at the time of its infection, means when it infects its host bacterial cell, then it fixes to the bacteria with the help of its tail. Clear? Then the viral DNA is transferred to the bacterial cell. Okay? After its infection, the viral DNA is transferred to the infected bacterial cell. So inside the bacterial cell, the viral DNA, it duplicates. You know, duplication, formation of exact copies of DNA. So inside the bacterial cell, this viral DNA duplicates, or you can also say replicates, to produce large number of daughter DNA copies. Okay. Inside the bacterial cell, the viral DNA also synthesizes its viral proteins by using the cellular machinery of this host bacterial cell. Clear? Then each of these daughter DNA synthesizes its necessary protein coat, means head and tail. Each of these daughter DNA then synthesizes the head and tail, means protein coat around it, and ultimately form a complete bacteriophage. Thus, due to the infection of this bacteriophage, large number of daughter bacteriophages or phage viruses are produced from this host bacterial cell. Clear? Thus, bacteriophage infects a host cell, bacterial cell, for its multiplication, for increasing its number, right? Now, Hershey and Chase, they selected T2 bacteriophage. The bacteriophage they selected for their experiment was T2 bacteriophage. It's a bacteriophage or phage virus. Okay, and it parasitizes on E. coli bacteria. Okay, Escherichia coli. You know this name. This T2 bacteriophage, it parasitizes on E. coli bacteria. Okay. Now see. For their experiment, Hershey and Chase made two different preparations of T2 viruses by using two isotopes radioactive isotope, isotope of sulfur S35 and isotope of phosphorus P32. Okay, I repeat the sentence. Harshen says they made two types of T2 phases by using two radioactive isotopes. One is isotope of sulfur S35, another radioactive isotope is P32, isotope of phosphorus. Now let's see how they prepared these two types of bacteriophages labeling with these two radioactive isotopes. See, for the preparation of T2 bacteriophages labeled with S35, they grew some T2 viruses. Suppose these are T2 viruses in E. coli grown medium containing isotope of sulfur S35. Do you get it? They grew some T2 bacteriophages in the culture medium of E. coli that contained isotope of sulfur S35. Okay? Then see, sulfur is one of the constituents of amino acids, and you know that protein is a polymer of amino acid. Okay, amino acids are polymerized by peptide bond to form the polymer protein. Now, during the multiplication of these T2 viruses in that medium, the protein part of daughter bacteriophages had to be synthesized, isn't it? So, since sulfur takes part in the formation of amino acids and this medium contained only S35 form of sulfur, that's why this isotope S35 was incorporated in the protein part. Actually, in the formation of amino acids, S35 was incorporated in the formation of amino acids, which in turn formed the protein part of the daughter bacteriophages, isn't it? I already mentioned that these head and tail regions are made up of protein, and since this medium contained only S35 form of sulfur, that's why it was incorporated in the protein part of the daughter bacteriophages in that medium. Okay, thus they prepared T2 bacteriophages, T2 viruses labeled with S35 in each protein part. Clear? Similarly, to prepare T2 phases labeled with P32, they used P32 isotopes in the E. coli grown medium, where they allowed T2 bacteriophages to grow or to multiply. Okay? Do you get it? For the preparation of T2 bacteriophages, T2 viruses labeled with P32, they grew some T2 phases in E. coli grown medium which contain P32 isotope. Okay? And all of you know that phosphorus is very essential components of DNA, right? So P32 was incorporated in the DNA part of daughter bacteriophages, isn't it? Because this medium of E. coli culture contained only P32 form of phosphorus, and phosphorus is very essential for the formation of DNA, right? So P32, this isotope was incorporated in the formation of DNA part of this daughter bacteriophages. Thus, Harshen says prepared two different types of T2 viruses. They label T2 viruses. One is labeled with S35 in its protein part, and another type was labeled by P32 in its DNA part. Clear? Now, Harshen says allowed both of these radioactively labeled. Now, these two T2 viruses are radioactively labeled because they are labeled with radioactive isotopes in their protein and DNA part respectively. Okay. So Harsens now allowed these two types of radioactively labeled isotopes to infect normal E. coli bacteria, separately. Okay, they allowed to infect these T2 viruses to infect normal E. coli bacteria. Then after few minutes of infection, means before the virus can multiply, these E. coli bacterial cells were agitated in a blender. Again you have to know what is a blender. Okay, so blender is an electric mixing machine, and here it is used to separate the cell wall of infected bacterial cell. Okay, so these infected bacterial cells were agitated in a blender to separate their cell walls, right? Then suppose for both the mixer, these are the mixers of infected bacterial cells. Then this mixer was centrifuged. Again you have to know meaning of centrifuge. Both the mixers were centrifuged. So centrifuge is again an instrument which is used to separate particles present in a mixer based on their shape, size and density. Okay, so centrifuge is an instrument in which a mixer is spinned at very fast rate to separate the particles present in that mixer based on their shape, size and density. Okay, so these mixers of infected bacterial cells were centrifuged, and after centrifugation the infected bacterial cells were settled down, and the viral protein coat remained in the supernatant fluid. In both the cases, here also after centrifugation the infected bacterial cells settled down and the supernatant fluid contained the viral protein coat. Okay. Now the mixers of both these test tubes were tested for radioactivity. Tested for radioactivity means determination of the presence of radioactive isotopes, means S35 and P32, that they introduced in the T2 viruses, right? So now both the test tubes were tested for radioactivity. Okay, they found that S35 isotope in this test tube, they found that S35 isotope was not confined to the bacterial cell, E. coli, infected E. coli bacterial cell. It was not found inside the infected bacterial cell. In the another test tube, when they tested for radioactivity, they found P32 isotope inside the bacterial cell. Clear? Okay. Now this proved that at the time of infection, P32 isotope transferred to the infected bacterial cell, and the S35 it remained outside the bacterial cell, isn't it? And you know that P32 it was labeled in DNA. Okay, and S35 it was labeled in protein part of the first virus, bacteriophage, right? So means this experiment, Harsens has proved that when bacteriophage infects its host bacterial cell, then only the viral DNA transferred viral DNA transferred to the bacterial cell, isn't it? And at the starting of today's class, we found that when bacteriophage infects, its host, that is the bacteria, then large number of daughter bacteriophages are produced from this bacterial cell, isn't it? Now Harsens has proved that at the time of infection only viral DNA is transferred to the host cell. Means what? DNA of bacteriophage, only the DNA part of bacteriophage has the capability to synthesize all the characters of one bacteriophage. Means synthesis of this protein coat for head and tail region, then presence of DNA inside the head region. Means all these characters are expressed by the DNA inside the bacterial cell. If one substance has the capability to express all the characters of one organism, then definitely it is genetic material, isn't it? So thus Harsens gave most convincing proof that DNA is the genetic material of organism and not the protein. Okay. Now I repeat the whole experiment very briefly. See, though Avery, McLeod and McCarthy proved DNA as genetic material, but not all biologists were convinced with their results. After them, in 1952, Harsens conducted experiment on bacteriophage, and their experiment gave the most convincing proof that DNA is the genetic material of organism and not the protein. Okay, their experiment is also known as experiment on viral replication. Clear? Now what is bacteriophage? Bacteriophage is a virus that infects bacteria for the purpose of reproduction, right? The body of bacteriophage consists of a head region and a tail region, both of which are formed of protein coat. Okay, and the head region encloses the viral DNA. Clear? At the time of infection, the bacteriophage fixes at the bacteria, means its host cell, with the help of its tail. Then only the viral DNA is transferred to the host cell, bacterial cell, and inside the bacterial cell, the viral DNA produces its replica, means daughter copies, daughter DNA, means it duplicates. Okay. And besides duplication, besides formation of daughter DNA copies, the viral DNA also synthesizes viral protein inside the host cell, bacterial cell, by using the cellular machinery of the bacterial cell, host cell. Okay. And Harsens they selected one type of bacteriophage, it is called T2 bacteriophage for their experiment. And this T2 bacteriophage parasitizes on E. coli bacteria. Means this T2 virus infects E. coli bacteria, Escherichia coli, E. coli bacteria for their multiplication. Okay. Now for their experiment, Harsens made two preparations of two T2 bacteriophages. One is labeled with S35 isotope and another type was labeled with P32. Okay, for the preparation of T2 viruses labeled with S35, they grew some T2 viruses in E. coli culture medium, E. coli grown medium, which contained S35 isotope. Okay, as sulfur is a constituent of amino acids, it was incorporated in the formation of amino acids, which finally formed the protein part of the daughter bacteriophages. Okay. Similarly, they used P32 isotopes in the E. coli culture medium to make T2 viruses, to prepare T2 viruses labeled with P32 isotope of phosphorus. Since phosphorus is essential for formation of DNA, so it was incorporated, P32 was incorporated in the DNA part of the the bacteriophages or viruses, T2 viruses, right? After preparation of these two types of T2 phases, one was labeled with S35 in each protein part and another type was labeled with P32 in its DNA part. Harshenses allowed these two types of bacteriophages to infect normal E. coli bacteria in separate tube. Okay. Then after few minutes of infection, means before the virus can multiply inside the host cell, the infected E. coli cells were agitated in a blender to separate the cell wall of infected bacterial cell. Then the mixer was centrifuged for separation of the particles based on their weight, right? After centrifugation, in each test tube, for both the test tube, the infected bacterial cells will settle down and the supernatant fluid contain the viral protein part, means head and tail part of the T2 viruses. Okay. For both the test tubes, after centrifugation, infected bacterial cells settle down and the protein part remain in the supernatant fluid. Then this mixture of these test tubes were tested for radioactivity, means to detect the presence of radioactive isotope S35 and P32. They found that S35 isotope, it was not confined to the bacterial cell, means inside the infected bacterial cell S35 isotope was not found. Okay. But in the another test tube, in the mixture of another test tube, when they tested for radioactivity, they found P32 isotope inside the infected bacterial cell, indicating that at the time of infection, only the viral DNA transferred from virus to the host cell, bacterial cell, because P32 was labeled in the DNA part of the virus, T2 virus, isn't it? So this experiment proved that when bacteriophage infects the bacteria, only the viral DNA is transferred to the host cell, bacterial cell, and we know that after infection, the bacteria produces large number of bacteriophages instead of its own bacterial cell, right? So if DNA, after its transfer from virus to the host cell, if it can synthesize all the characters of one bacteriophage, the whole characters of one organism, then definitely it is genetic material. So thus Harshenses gave the most convincing proof that DNA is the genetic material of organism, DNA is the hereditary material of organism and not the protein. Okay. From this experiment, a long question may come. Describe the experiment conducted by Harshenses to prove DNA as genetic material. Okay. This question may also come as describe the experiment on viral replication that gave the most convincing proof that DNA is the hereditary material of organism. Okay. Okay. So today I'd like to stop here, and next class we will discuss about the packaging of DNA. Okay. So thank you. Keep studying.